What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out. You guys already know what's going on with Joker Folie A Deux, an absolute trash, garbage movie, one of the worst movies of the year. I think I would watch Madam Web again before I watch this movie again. That's how bad this movie is. I would go and watch The Marvels again before I would watch this garbage. This is a terrible movie. It absolutely destroys the original film, which I thought was a really good film. Won Joaquin Phoenix an Academy Award for Best Acting, made $1 billion in the box office. You would think if you made a movie like that with the sequel, if you're going to make a sequel, which you didn't need a sequel, but if you're going to make a sequel, you would try to respect the reasons that the first film worked. You know, respect what came before and then build upon that, represent the same themes, the same character development as the first film. But no, I guess Todd Phillips, he's too good for that. Ha ha ha, I'm better than y'all. I'm smarter than y'all. And so I'm gonna make some bullshit that nobody's gonna like. And then when it gets dog walked all over the internet, now I'm gonna try to explain that shit away. So we're gonna get to that. But yeah, you can see the scores right here. 33% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's the critic score. Audience score at 31%. It's also reflected in the actual box office, $39 million. I mean, this is basically Morbius territory after about 4 days for the biggest villain, y'all. The biggest villain in comic book history that made $1 billion on the first film. Yeah, you following it up with Morbius slop, with the Marvels type of return. You should be embarrassed. Everybody over there at DC should be embarrassed, all right? I know I feel embarrassed, and I feel snookered, and I feel gypped. All right. I feel like these guys lied to me and they did the old bait and switch. Because now let's get to what Todd Phillips is saying about his movie. Yeah, this is on Entertainment Weekly. Joker Folie A Deux ending explained. Director Todd Phillips breaks down Arthur's shocking choice and the Joker's true identity. Look, I'm not going to bore you with this long ass article where they try to explain this bullshit away. I'm going to jump right to the quote. Yeah, he says he realized that everything is so corrupt, it's never going to change, and the only way to fix it is to burn it all down. Director Todd Phillips tells Entertainment Weekly when asked about Arthur's decision to confess his sins to the jury near the end of Folie A Deux. And when those guards kill that kid in the hospital, he realizes that dressing up in makeup, putting on this thing, is not changing anything. In some ways, he's accepted the fact that he's always been Arthur Fleck. He's never been this thing that's been put upon him, this idea that Gotham people put on him that he represents. He's an unwitting icon. This thing was placed on him, and he doesn't want to live as a fake anymore. He wants to be who he is. Basically, what Todd Phillips is saying here is, I fooled all of y'all, all right? He fooled all of us. He was never the Joker. He was never going to be the Joker, all right? He's been Arthur Fleck all along, all right? He's always been Arthur Fleck. I never intended for this character to ever be representative of the Joker, all right? As he says here, this is an idea that Gotham people put upon him, you know, which makes absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever when you look at the fact that this idiot wrote the movie, directed the movie, okay? Like, this is what I had to say. Yeah, fucktard, that would be Todd Phillips, wrote the movie, directed the movie, called it Joker, but says the fictional people of Gotham got it all wrong. This jackass is a hack, because he is. You wrote the movie this way, and you wrote it to be a bait and switch so that everybody would go to the movie and say, oh, okay, Joker, we got it, we get it, all right, this is a possible, all right, not a direct canonical, all right, it's not canon, we don't accept it as canon, but it's a possible origin story for the Joker, all right? I can respect that because the Joker origin story is never really linear, all right? It's not like, hey, this has always been the Joker's origin story, all right? Bro got like 1 million origin stories. This is just one possible origin story. We're going to go ahead and slap that on there. We're going to use the Joker. We're going to use Gotham City. We're going to use DC characters like Thomas Wayne. All right. There's going to be all kinds of stuff we're going to imprint on this film, the original film, call it Joker, get a whole lot of DC fans to come in, and boom, there it is, all right? And look what it did. It made $1 billion because you slapped the name Joker on there. If you put this thing under any other title, all right, Angry Ass Clown, the movie, all right, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's watching this movie. Nobody's showing up at the box office and making this $1 billion hit, all right? This thing would have died on the vine. I mean, it might have been all right, you know, and maybe Joaquin Phoenix does get some sort of an Academy Award, but nobody's going and out to see this thing multiple times, all right? So this dude is basically playing in your face at this point if you're a DC fan. He's playing in your face. He's basically giving you 2 double middle fingers and saying, ha, ha, ha. This guy was Arthur Fleck the entire time. He was never the Joker. He was never meant to be the Joker. I'm not even giving you a possibility of this guy being the Joker. All right? Like he says here, oh, he's this thing that's been put upon him. This idea that Gotham people put upon him. What Gotham people? Bro, you wrote the movie. That's what you put upon him. You snookered your audience, all right? I'm telling you, man, this is exactly why folks need to gatekeep, all right? I hope this bastard never, ever, ever works in the film industry again when it comes to big franchises. He could go and run along and make all of his little artsy-fartsy bullshit, but don't ever touch a big franchise because I feel lied to. Not only did he destroy the character, I feel like this, man. I feel like this guy, like, basically wrote a character that was never the Joker in the first place, made you think that he was the Joker, but then when the shit came to the sequel, I'm going to retcon everything that I did in the original film. I'm going to absolutely retcon my own character and make him into some lowly piece of shit. And there it is. You know, it's fucking bullshit, man. It's worse in a lot of ways than The Last Jedi. All right. In a lot of ways, this is worse than The Last Jedi. Because in The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker is destroyed, he's shitted on, but it's not the exact same creator that did it. All right. It's not like George Lucas did that to Luke Skywalker. You know, George Lucas left us with a great Luke Skywalker. We all love the character. This guy wrote a character that people enjoyed and people liked, and then he did the old bait and switch on us. He did the old bait and switch. Oh, you thought this guy was going to be the Joker? Ha, ha, ha. Joke's on you. This motherfucker was never the Joker. And that's what makes me pissed about this. Again, as a DC fan, and a lot of you guys may or may not care about this movie, but damn it, this is exactly what Hollywood keeps doing. They take over franchises, they get you thinking it's one thing, but then they try to spin it around, make it into some other crap, on top of the fact that he made a terrible movie with a dumbass musical that didn't make any sense at all. This is garbage, man. This is garbage. And I'm tired of people doing this to franchises. And then, again, I get baited in like, oh, shit, this is a cool little Joker movie. I like this as an origin story, a possible origin story. No, it's not canon, but I accept that. At least this guy is giving us a good, entertaining film. Let's see where he goes with his version of the Joker. Oh, no, he just destroys him in the next movie. Fuck this guy. Straight up, man. Fuck this guy. I'm pissed off. I'm tired of this crap. Stay your ass over in your corner and stop messing with franchises that you don't respect. Stop messing with fan bases that you don't respect. Look, here's further information that he don't respect you as a fan. Yeah, Todd Phillips reportedly wanted nothing to do with DC during the making of Joker 2. Phillips refused to take any communication from James Gunn and would only liaise with WB heads Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdy about the film. Yeah, so he didn't want to hear what James Gunn had to say. Hey, this is what you should possibly be doing with this character. What the fuck is this musical shit? Nah, bro. We ain't doing musicals, all right? I feel like this is a good idea. He didn't want to hear it, all right? He didn't want to hear it. He don't want to hear nothing from DC. From DC. You took the character from DC. You borrowed heavily from DC. You did this to DC fans. Your film ain't shit without the DC name on it. The original critics didn't like it, and a lot of fans and people that went to watch it paid for it because they were like, yo, I like this version of the Joker. I'm not necessarily saying it's canon, but I like this version of the Joker. All right? And man, I'm serious, man. This is garbage, man. This is what I said about it. He should never touch another big franchise again. Fuck this guy. Exactly, man. I'm tired of this crap, man. I'm tired of people playing in our faces, all right? Saying, oh, look, man, we got this little Joker thing. DC fans, aren't you excited? Aren't you entertained? And then try to flip it around and excuse it away. You know, oh, well, you know, that was just the people of Gotham, okay? Yeah, the people of Gotham put that on him. What were you thinking? Ha, 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 ha. Man, I swear to God. Yeah, then, of course, we're going to have these jackasses in the shill media blaming the fans for this crap, right? Joker 2 failure proves toxic fandom is real after fans ripped Brie Larson's Marvels to shreds. You know who they're going to try to blame is Lady Gaga. Yeah, honestly, I don't blame Lady Gaga for this crap at all right? I don't blame her whatsoever for this. I'm pointing my finger directly at Todd Phillips, all right? Todd Phillips is to blame for this. Todd Phillips wrote this movie. Todd Phillips decided to make this garbage a musical. Lady Gaga probably never should have been in it in the first place, but that has nothing to do with Lady Gaga. She just took a job. No, the person I'm blaming is Todd Phillips. All right? That's the person that screwed this up. This has nothing to do with toxic fandom. This has everything to do with a garbage movie. Like, it's funny how these guys just don't pay attention to read the room. Like, how in the hell are the toxic fans to blame when the critics are basically right in alignment with them? All right? So are the critics toxic critics too? All right? Nobody likes this movie. All right? This thing got a D cinema score. All right? Most people are not into any kind of fandom culture wars. They don't really care. They just go in, they watch a movie, they see it, and they say, nah, this didn't work for me. All right? And the fact that this thing got a D, that tells you everything you need to know. That's one of the worst scores I've ever seen for a comic book movie. Like, when you're getting in B- territory, oh man, you really did a bad job. A D, you really fucked up, bruh. No, this has nothing to do with toxic fandom. This has everything to do with an idiot asshole director who decided that he wanted to pull the old bait and switch, all right? And then at the last minute, say, ha, never the Joker in the first place, all right? I always intended for this guy to be just some schlep. He was never going to be the supervillain that you guys know and love, all right? I just stole the name. I stole the franchise. I used the Batman franchise, you know, to get all kind of people to come in here and watch this movie. And then I do the old switcheroo on you, all right? I got paid. I'm sailing off on my yacht or whatever, right? While you guys are left to just sit there and say, I wasted my fucking time. That's basically what happened. We all wasted our time. We wasted our energy and our money, all right? This bro got straight up money out your pocket for watching this garbage. Man, I'm telling you, man, I've never been more pissed at a movie in my entire life. But again, this is why we got to gatekeep. We got to start saying, you know what? Nah, if you're not paying authenticity and fidelity and respect to the original, I don't want to rock with you no more. All right? They keep doing this shit and it's got to come to an end, man. I'm dead serious. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this fool Todd Phillips in the comments below, man, because I'm pissed. All right? I've said all I got to say. I might do a couple of more videos, man, but I'm tired of this crap, man. We got to start doing something as fans. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.